Hello friends, welcome back to a new lecture. Friends, in finance every now and then you will hear this term called hedging, and when it comes to derivatives, hedging is in fact the core motive behind use of various derivatives instruments. Now many students get confused with this term, and friends, if you are not clear with hedging, then you will not master derivatives at all. So before learning forwards, futures, options and swaps, you should first understand what a hedging is. Friends, hedging is nothing but a risk management strategy. It basically deals with reducing the risk of uncertainty related to adverse price fluctuations in an asset. Now, hedging is similar to insurance since we take an insurance cover to protect ourselves from losses. For example, suppose we have an asset like motorcycle and we would like to protect it from theft or accident. Now friends, as humans, it is not in our hands to directly protect our motorcycle from accident or theft. But in this case, we can take an insurance cover so that if there is any damage to our motorcycle on account of either theft or accident, then we can get compensated for the same. So hedge is primarily an investment that has a similar purpose as that of insurance. The purpose is basically to reduce or eliminate the risk by offsetting the potential loss. Now offsetting primarily means taking a counter position. Friends, hope you remember the lecture on horizontal disallowance and vertical disallowance, where we use this term offsetting. Next friends, nothing comes free of cost in this world. If we are reducing the risk through hedging, then we might have to reduce the reward also. Now you must be knowing in case of insurance, we pay a premium and we might not even get any benefit from the premium if there is no accident of our motorcycle during the tenure of policy. Similarly friends, I have a health insurance policy for which I pay an annual premium of around 15,000. But friends, from last 9 years I haven't even claimed anything. So you can see I am paying a premium to hedge my asset. That is my health in case of health insurance. Similarly in finance also, hedging is not free either. We have to pay a cost for it in form of margin, which reduces the overall reward which we get. Friends, normally a hedge consists of taking an offsetting position in a related security, which in fact mitigates the risk of any adverse price movements. Now in finance, hedging is primarily done with the help of derivatives via forward contracts, futures, options and swaps. Next, let me explain you the application of hedging with the help of a practical layman example. Suppose you are the owner of a woolen garment manufacturing unit. You produce export quality garments which are exported all over Europe. So you have an inflow of euro currency as a primary source of revenue. Now as you know, the value of any foreign currency keeps fluctuating and this could lead to either gain or losses. Let's see how. Suppose you made a deal of 10,000 euros in January and expected the payment in June. Now there may be chances that euro may depreciate in June as compared to January's rate. So you may experience loss in this case. Now in order to limit this potential loss, the company might consider to avoid this by considering either of following activities. That is, first is build its own factory in a foreign country so that goods manufactured there can be easily sold without any foreign currency fluctuations. Now this is one way to avoid currency risk. Then second is they can also enter into a contract with a bank to sell their foreign currency at a fixed rate by paying the fees or premiums for the same. And lastly, we have entered into a contract with its major customers to pay them in their home currency. So as you can see, you can hedge a given risk in more than one way, and you can decide which of the available options is best after seeing availability of resources and the constraints. But friends, being a small exporter, options 1 and 3 may not be viable or feasible for you. Setting a factory in other country is not easy, and also to make importers pay you in rupees is also not an easy task. In fact, it's not a customer friendly process. So the only option left to you is option 2. So friends, with this I hope the concept of hedging is clear to you. I am not covering case study on hedging here since throughout derivatives we will see case studies with primary motive of hedging only. Friends, with this I wind up this lecture, so thank you and I will meet you again in next lecture.